Okay, today's assignment is to create an income statement. First, I'm going to open up the worksheet. This is where we're pulling our numbers from to make an income statement for the company called Encore Music. And on this worksheet, you can see many the account balances for all of our accounts right here. And you'll notice that I highlighted from sales down to utilities expense and then the corresponding numbers, and I put them together just to make it a little easier. This is what we're looking at today. We're drawing our numbers from these accounts. These would be known as our income statement accounts. All right, so I'm going to just do a half screen there. I'm going to show you what our finished product looks like. We're going to be using Excel, and we're going to be making this income statement that looks just like this one. This will be the finished product, but I'll show you how to do this and how to format it and merge cells and so forth. So the first thing we need to do is open up Excel. Just follow along and do what I'm doing now. And open up a blank Excel. And I'm going to hold down my control key and use my scroll ball to zoom in so we can see it a little better. And the name of the company that we're using is Encore Music. Then we put in, instead of worksheet, we type in balance sheet and for the month ended. All right, so not only did I type in the heading area, but I also typed in the other account titles and the categories for them. So I'm going to come back down. Here's where I got the information. I haven't put in the numbers yet, but I just wanted to show you a couple things. I'm going to make this column narrower by going like this. And it's okay if it, yeah, that looks about right like that. So we got revenue, and the subcategory would be sales, and then expenses and all of the expenses underneath. Subtotals and percent of sales go here. One of them is in C and one of them in E. Now we want B to be wider, so I'm going to do a double click. You can either do it that way or you can just click and hold when you get the double-headed arrow. So if I do a double click, it automatically expands. It auto fits. All right, let's make these a little bit smaller. 8, and we'll make them italicized. So go ahead and pause the video and get everything typed in like I have it, and then you can resume the video once you get all of that typed in. Okay, for the heading, Encore Music, we're going to merge and center. And let's do that for all of these, all three headings. Oops. Notice when I clicked starting with B, I missed A. Look what happens. There's nothing up here. I click right here. Now I know that I'm in the right cell because it shows me in the formula bar what I have selected. So no biggie. If you accidentally misselect something, you can always just hit the undo, come back. All right. And then I think I also, in my other one, I just put a pretty color. You can add whatever color you want as the background color. I made mine blue. All right, I think we're looking good here. We're ready to drop in the numbers. Before I type in the numbers, though, I'm going to go ahead and highlight next to revenue and bring it all the way down and turn on my accounting formatting. Then for percent of sales, I'll turn on my percent formatting. All right, now we're going to drop the numbers in. So I simply typed in all of these numbers from each of these accounts, the sales, and then all the expenses. However, notice I got the pound signs. If you get pound signs, notice when you click on it, it shows the number up here in the formula bar. So the number's there. The pound signs are just telling us that the column is too narrow. So if you just double click, it auto fits, or you can just click and hold and drag it to whatever width you want. So Now I've got all my numbers in. Again, if the dollar signs are not showing up, then you're just going to have to click on the accounting format. All right, let's get some totals here. We're going to put in a sum function. Do not type in the number that you see, like if you were to go back on the video and look at my other sheet and you saw the answer for this, or you just see it right here, I want you all to use a formula. That's the point of using Excel, is it does it for us. So use this little backwards looking E. That's the sum function. And then we're going to highlight the range of numbers that we want included in that sum function. C9 through C4. Notice how it automatically updates when I highlight. Now I'm going to hit enter and look at it. Here it's a formula behind it. If I were to double click and go into edit mode, I will also see the formula. I could hit enter again just to accept it again. And now the net income is your sales minus your total expenses. So now we're going to make a little formula, simple formula. Type equals to tell Excel that you want to make a formula. Click on the 4,400. Notice it puts in the cell for me. I don't have to do any clicking. I didn't click down here. I just am showing you with my mouse. I clicked up here. Now I'm going to hit the minus sign on my keyboard. And then I'm going to click here. And then I will hit enter to accept it. And there we have it. Now we need some lines. So this is the bottom of a column and we're doing a subtotal. So what I need to do is turn on a bottom line, bottom border. And actually I should have done that for both of them. And then this one needs to have a border because we're taking this minus this. And then this needs, in accounting formatting, it's appropriate for the bottom total to use a double border. So there we have it, net income. I'd like to do some sort of coloring. I'm not sure if I did in the other one or not, but I think it looks good to have. Let's see, since we're positive, I'm going to go green. There we go. You can pick any color that you'd like. All right, let's go look. Let's do percent of sales now. I'm going to make this a wrapped. Let's see here if I go like this. Oh, so if yours didn't wrap, we're going to have to go up here and choose wrap text. Use this little icon, wrap text. I just turned it off and back on. I like to make that column narrow. All right, formula is equals this cell divided by this cell, and it should be 100%. I'm going to make this entire column a smaller font. It just looks better. All right, then this one is equals this total divided by the total sales, and this one is equals this cell divided by total sales. So you can see that our total expenses accounted for 75% of our sales, and then 25% was left over as our net income. So there's the finished product, and that's what you'll be submitting.